What's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. I am just going to be color swatching the Derwent Inktense ink pencils just to kind of show in real time how long that takes, and also to show the awesome selection of colors that they have. So they are water-based pencils. I gotta turn this around. And okay, the box feels okay. My board is warped. Okay, so I'm just gonna dive right in and start swatching. I got my paintbrush, and I'm just gonna start with sherbet lemon. As you can tell, I started out super big and then got smaller and smaller, and then oh okay, I still have space. So that's just kind of funny. So I'm just going with more pressure to hardly any pressure, just to see the difference in pigment. Let's get some water. I'm gonna put it right here. Hopefully I don't spill. I knocked this over earlier. Okay, wow, that is a really vibrant color. Wow. I don't know if you can tell how vibrant that is, but that is like neon lemon yellow. Wow. Okay, this is sun yellow. And what I really like about this set that I noticed when I was writing this down, all these numbers down, is it goes in increments in order. So like all the yellows are in order of each other and so forth. So it'll be really easy to keep your pencils organized. Because I feel like the Prismacolors especially and the polychromos are kind of all over the place with their numbers a little bit. Like they scatter a little bit more. So it's a little harder to, if you're like me and you want to keep them in like the nice beautiful order that they have when they come, it's a little bit more tricky. Plus it makes it easier when they're easier to organize, to find the color based on your color chart. Wow, that is a fun yellow. Cadmium yellow, which I'm not surprised because it is a vibrant yellow because of the cadmium mineral that they put in it. Sicilian yellow. Okay. So I really like it seems like they have a really good range, like reds to purples, so we'll see how they look swatched out. Okay, this one is not as vibrant as I was expecting, but I didn't really put as much pressure down. Okay, golden yellow. Wow, they just go down so smooth. Okay, so this is good to point out. So on this one, I kind of colored it a little bit more scratchy, but you can't really see the pencil lines, so that's super nice. Let's see. Get that on golden yellow. Wait, that's sienna. Okay, yeah, I'm right. Sienna gold. They don't really have many orange selections, but I've noticed that with a lot of art supplies is oranges are a little bit harder to come by a large range of them. This probably is because not as many people are drawn to orange. Okay, this is cadmium orange, so this will be a nice vibrant orange. Now, I don't want too much water. Okay, yeah, that is a really pretty orange right there. Cadmiums are super bright. Burnt orange. 0260. So some of these came kind of blunt. See that? The tip didn't really get sharpened or something. So this is more of a browny orange. Am I still on camera? Okay, yes. Just have to double check. Okay, yeah, that's definitely burnt orange. That'll be a really good fall color right there. Okay, so tangerine, 0300. I might color a couple and then activate them. Mild Vermilion. Oh, I started that out way up there. Scarlet Pink. And I should have done this right to left because I'm a lefty, and so I'm going to be put my hand on the paper. Okay, this is Poppy Red. Now let's see what these look like when they're wet. I wouldn't recommend using these for just coloring for a couple of different reasons. A, they're more expensive of a pencil, so they're the price that I got them at, they came to about a little over $1 a pencil. But usually they cost a little bit more than what I paid, so I wouldn't recommend using a specialty kind of art pencil that has a specific purpose for wet media, for dry media, unless you like that texture. You're not going to get really smooth, amazing results. Okay, that's a really nice color, Scarlet Pink. Also, yeah, so they're a little bit more expensive, so I wouldn't use them for like normal coloring, and then they're not specifically made to be for normal coloring. They are meant to be a water-soluble medium on the inside. Ooh, hot red. It doesn't mean you can't use it, but I would recommend using a different pencil. Chili red. Because there's this ideal of being able to, or this idea of, oh, I can use a watercolor pencil, but also use it dry, and it's a 2-in-1 pencil. And even though that does save time and resources, maybe, honestly, I wouldn't use a watercolor pencil or a water-soluble pencil if I wasn't going to use water solubility with it, just because they're more expensive, I guess. I don't know you know what I'm trying to say? I feel like I'm just like re-saying the same thing, trying to say, like, not that it's bad to go for a water-based pencil that can also have other purposes, but I guess don't expect amazing results from that. So let's activate these. So hot red, chili red. Ooh, that definitely is chili red. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna rinse that off a little bit. Cherry. Okay, this is more of a pink. You might not be able to tell the difference between these, but this one has more red pigment and this one's more pink. So this one's a little richer of a red. And I think cherry will definitely be, or carmine pink. Yeah, that's more like closer to almost red violet, but with a lot more pink. Here's crimson. So a bit more purpley. I think I have too much water. Here's Shiraz. Ooh. I have a feeling that Shiraz is going to be my best friend. That is a pretty color. And here we have red violet. Now it looks very purple right now. And this is why it's super important to do a color swatch / color chart, because it's a lot brighter of a color when activated. So that was red violet. Now we have fuchsia. Ooh, which is definitely more of a pink purple, if I remember right. Okay, deep rose. These are definitely chunkier pencils though. And I think it's because the color in the middle, there's more of it. Thistle. Inktense also has ink blocks, which would probably be more for larger spaces or taking a brush to it and then taking it to paper. And they are a little bit less cost than the pencils, but I wanted to be able to get detail, which is why I chose the pencil form. A mauve. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. Sorry, I couldn't not say that. Okay, so that's mauve. It's marvelous. Dark purple. And the only other water-soluble pencils I have at the moment are your very, very, very student budget. Like, not very high quality at all. So this is amazing, amazing color. Because a cheaper pencil, violet, it has more filler than pigment usually. This has a lot of pigment in it, and it's acrylic, which means that if done correctly, supposedly, it's supposed to not be able to reactivate when wet, which is really nice if you're wanting to layer, but it also means that once you add water, there's no turning back. Okay, oh, it's got a little scrape. That's okay. Oh, and these are made in England. I forgot to mention that before. Okay, let's activate the purples really fast. Okay, yep, that's like hot pink purple. Pretty. A lot of people really like using the blues and the purples in this collection. Ooh, and I can see why already. Deep rose. Some pretty colors. Now, because these are water soluble, you don't have to get the full set. to be able to have a huge variety of colors. You can easily mix colors, but having a larger set does mean that you don't have to find out those. It's like a lot easier to find the color that you want, I guess. Dark purple. Oh, that's deep violet. Keeps throwing me off. Okay, here's violet. That's very much more of a bluey purple. I love this dusky purple. Ooh, I can see dusky purple and thistle having a very wonderful symbiotic relationship with each other on my coloring pages. Lagoon is venturing more towards the blue with a little bit of purple, just a little. Okay, peacock blue. I think I'm gonna love this one. So there's peacock blue, navy blue, and for these I am like hardly putting down any pressure at all, and I'm getting these bright colors, which is awesome because even though they cost more in the long run because they are so pigmented right off the bat, I'm not going to have to sharpen them as often or layer as much to build up. And what I mean by that is my cheap set of watercolor pencils, and I know there's a difference because it's acrylic versus watercolor, but even so, you put down the color and it's not very saturated from the very beginning, even with a lot of pressure. You take water to it and it gets lightened even more, so then you have to wait for it to dry, add more to get it more of a deeper color. So it takes a lot more time and effort probably for a lower grade pencil, but if your budget is low, because sometimes that's the case, like I wouldn't have been able to get this set a few months ago. There are more affordable sizes and you can still get amazing colors from those. So let's lift this out. I guess what I'm just trying to say is if you want professional results, you have to pay a little bit more, but in the long run it's worth paying that little bit of extra. So this is dark aquamarine. Green aqua. Okay, that's gonna be so pretty. Okay, let me activate these ones. Okay, peacock blue. That's a nice bright blue. Oopsies. Okay. Navy blue. A bit more faded. Iron blue. Iron blue. It's a lot like kind of an ultramarine blue if you were to compare it to a paint set. Here's deep blue. That is a vibrant blue. Iris blue. Oh, that is pretty. Hello sky, here I come. Okay. This is bright blue. Yep. So some of these are pretty like they are true to name, even if the barrel is not true to color. They are very true to their name. Okay, that is nice. Indigo, that is nice. Here's sea blue, yes. I'm not using very much water at all. So this is going to be really nice for if you're using adult coloring pages, or this is just a budget watercolor paper, and I don't have really a lot of buckling, so that's really nice that you don't have to use a ton of water to activate it. Okay, that's pretty green aqua. Yes. Just so you know, my wedding color, one of them was teal, so anything that's related to that color, I love. Okay, mallard green. We have teal green. Yeah, these are really blunt right off the bat. I don't know if you can see how flat that is, but you can just use the side and it'll reshape it bit by bit. Okay, this is iron green, so I'm guessing this will be kind of a, I don't know, maybe a bluer green? I don't know. Dark green. This is Ionian green. Wow. Oh no, I dropped it. Okay, I'm curious. What these are gonna look like? Vivid green. This is gonna be so nice for foliage. I have to work on my patience with foliage because I don't mind coloring in leaves and doing leaves, but I tend to get impatient once I get the shade down. Beach green, 1510. Also, so since these, so normally with acrylic you work from dark to light, but because these are more related to a watercolor and how they're used, you'll want to build up from light to dark. Felt green, 1530. Okay, so that's the one I'm on. My sour cream water bucket. Ooh, mallard green. So that's a little bit more blue than I expected. I thought it would be more of a, of like a foresty green because of how it looked. But I think this is more the forest green. Ooh, yeah. I am loving these greens. Here's Ionian. This is definitely like more of an olive forest color. Here's Vivid. Almost like a cadmium green or something. Can't remember the name. It looks a lot like a color I have in my watercolor set. Vitruvian green or something like that. Here's field green. Apple green will be great for that first leaf layer. Beech green, as in B-E-E. I spelled it B-E-A-C-H. That's beech. Hooker's green. That's a nice grassy green. Okay, let's get our felt green out. Hey, so I didn't realize that my time ended, so I am sorry. I don't know what chunk of rambling you missed or how much actually got swatched. So sorry about that. This is spring green. But just to sum up, I was talking about the difference between buying something a little bit more artist grade versus student grade. 1560 fern. And about, you probably missed the greens, about shading leaves. How this is going to be a game changer because I get a little impatient. I love doing leaves, like I like the effect that they have, but there comes a point where you just want to be finished with the leaves. And there are some coloring books that have a lot of beautiful foliage, so I'm excited. Amber. Kind of a pukey looking green right now, or brown. Tan. My favorite color is light tan. Name that movie! Oak. Ooh. Nice. Dark. Deep. Brown. Okay. Let us see what these look like in real life. Okay, felt green. It's another bright green. Then we have light olive. I should color some olives. Get it? Olive for light olive. Okay, sorry, that was cheesy. Okay, here's fern. And leaf green. Yep, that's leafy. Mustard. Yep. Definitely more of a greenish yellow than an orange yellow or a gold yellow. Okay, here's amber. Yeah, that is even more green. And here we have tan. And oak. Ooh. Okay, so that's definitely a lot lighter once it's activated, but I'm sure you could layer. Because you aren't needing to use a lot of pressure or water, you should be able to layer a little bit more, hopefully. Saddle brown. Baked earth. Ooh, this will be like a nice terracotta brown. Willow. And red oxide. Another word for red brown. Madder brown. This brown makes me so mad. Just makes you madder the more you use it. Sorry, I don't know where these cheesy jokes are coming from. So that's 1920. Dark chocolate. Ooh. That is brown. It's dark. Okay, here's bark. That's like almost a black brown or a gray brown. And here we have sepia ink, which I'm guessing is more of a brown, black. Then we have Indian ink, which is probably more, I don't know, is it a greenish black or a bluish black? Gray, blackish gray. Shall we find out? Do you want to find out? Here's saddle brown. Nice, like orangey brown. Baked earth. Yes. That is a happy color. Then we have willow. And red. Ooh, red oxide. Yes. That is vibrant. Madder brown. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. That's like a purpley brown. That is a nice brown. Dark chocolate. Yes, this looks like chocolate. It does. Okay, here we have bark. Yep, that's like, if you want dark brown, there's your dark brown. Okay, here we have sepia ink. Yep, this is more of a brownish gray. And then we have Indian ink. I can't tell. That's more bluish or greenish. Kind of greenish. Like, it's very, very subtle, but here's Chinese ink from China. Okay. I've never used Chinese ink. I've used Indian ink. Charcoal gray. This is my husband's favorite color. Charcoal gray. He likes charcoal gray. And I like bright, happy colors. Payne's gray. Now, Payne's gray is definitely more of a blue gray. If it's anything like my watercolor that I have, my watercolor set, it's more of a blue gray. Neutral gray. Then we have ink black. And antique white. Now I've heard antique white goes really well on top of other colors. So let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, let's choose a darker color. You can see that shows up very nicely. Here, let's draw a little base. Let's draw a little base. Oh, that's too light. There we go. It's happy. You can't see that very well. I didn't push very hard. Okay, and then this is an outliner, which I've heard can't be activated with water. If that's what I heard right. So we shall see what this does. It looks a lot like graphite, but not quite. Yeah, it smudges. Well, that smudges too. So that's not really an outlier, I guess. Okay, here's Chinese ink. That is a nice black. So I think Chinese ink must be black. You can get some grays. Now there isn't like a lot of super light grays because to get a lighter gray you just use less pressure and more water. Okay, so charcoal gray is more of a like bluish greenish gray. Then we have Payne's gray, which is a very blue gray. Neutral gray. Will be more green gray or blue gray. It's kind of a purpley gray. And ink black, you'll get kind of a black. Okay. No, wow, I can't see the white, man. I'm just kidding, guys. Oh, okay, yep, so I'm putting water over this, and I think it's because I have a little bit of, my water is a little grayish, but it's not moving. So that is really nice for if you want to have like the outline kind of look. You don't want to have lines that move around for your sketch. So that is all 72 swatched. Look at all those beautiful colors. Let's see if I can get more close up. Ooh, look at these pretty purples and blues, greens, and actually some pretty nice browns. So yeah, I am definitely liking these, and I'm excited to dive in and use them and practice, because I think these will save me a lot of time. But anyways, thanks for watching. Sorry about missing a chunk of swatching, but it was mostly just rambling, and these are the beautiful colors. You get to see them all in the end anyways, I guess. But thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Hopefully it helped you in deciding whether this was a set that you want in your repertoire or not. I'm liking it so far. And have a wonderful rest of your day or night. And I hope to see you next time. Happy